What's up, everybody? Welcome to Observe or Proceed, where I observe, then proceed to react. And I hope everyone's having a good week out there, a blessed day, because here in LA, we have more police chases to get to. And this one, I believe, happened right there in the San Gabriel Valley. And it was wild. I believe the dude was doing donuts. He jumped out the truck, went for a nice run. And, the police caught him eventually, but I mean, it was pretty wild, so we'll get right into that. I'd like to thank everyone that's been liking, that's been subbing. If you could do that real quick, give me a like, give me a sub, I'll appreciate you. If not, it's all good. Let's just get straight into it. Let's waste no more time.
Zero in his camera person on the pursued vehicle. There it is at the center of your screen. It's a white pickup truck, possible robbery suspect behind the wheel. That is the information that we have. The speeds, we're not sure about the speeds yet. We're still gathering information and getting to it. Chris, are you able to get some more information about what we're looking at here?
Yeah, Mark, we're getting a little bit closer now. Look at this wild move through a parking lot at a strip center. It's going to be at Main Avenue and Scott Place, just cutting through
that guy walking
get away
over
from
there
these
is like,
Baldwin
what?
Park police officers.
What's going on
white
here?
Pickup truck. This is a possible armed robbery suspect fleeing Baldwin Park. Baldwin Park with at least a handful of units right behind him, but the speeds here are alarming, and the erratic driving is worrisome to say the least here, especially if he starts pulling more moves like that. You can see doing about 65 miles per hour on surface streets, trying to traverse the streets of the San Gabriel Valley here. Again, he's on Main Avenue, making a left turn. It's, I think, going to be a westbound turn onto Olive Street. That Baldwin Park unit pulling up right behind him, possibly showing signs of a potential pit maneuver. We'll see if they've given that go-ahead. Can't confirm that yet, but he is flying through these traffic lights, guys.
Yeah, and you know what? It's not really a good place to do it if, tactically, because you see all the residences, you got people.
And, yeah, Baldwin Park has their own PD. That's not LAPD.
Homes on either side of the street. It's not an open area. There are plenty of places where there could be a collision with either a vehicle or a person or a structure if he does the pit maneuver here. There might be some place a little further down the road where they can do it. There also might be a choke point here where they could do a spike strip if there's somebody up ahead who can do that.
I mean, you're right, Mark. Narrow streets and really, I think, way too fast, to be honest with you. But look at this. I think they've given the go-ahead for a pit maneuver. He is trying. Might be smoking on him. At least one of the tires is emitting a little bit of smoke. You were able to see it momentarily. It looks like that right rear tire is actually flat. The right rear tire is very low, if not completely flat. And that
what is the chances you're on a police pursuit and you just get a flat just like that? Like, that's like God right there. Like, nah, bro, you shouldn't be doing this.
Appears to be what's giving off the smoke, though. You saw him pull right up behind him, and almost as he zigzags through this neighborhood, it looks like that Baldwin Park officer is trying to immobilize the vehicle, pulling up right up on the driver's side corner of the vehicle. And every time he does so, immediately that driver steps on that gas pedal, trying at all costs to get away from this unit. But right now, look at these narrow residential streets. Really, really hard to traverse these at high speeds. And it looks like they're just moments away from bringing this vehicle to a stop, Mark.
Yeah, well, let's hope, because it is hazardous what's going on here. And if you live in this neighborhood, if you're watching this right now and you live in this area of Center Street and Benbow in the East San Gabriel Valley, anywhere along these narrow streets, please keep your doors and windows locked because whenever you've got a pursuit, you've got a chance of a foot bail, and people will end up in your backyard or your front yard and maybe trying to get into your home. You just don't want to do it.
I don't know how he knew that was going to happen, but usually when they do go down like these residential neighborhoods, that's what happens. They get out the car, they start running around trying to get away. Usually it's their own neighborhood too. So he predicted it. He called it.
With this, don't go outside and look. Watch it here on the air with us as we try to see what unfolds here.
Here comes the right corner, excuse me.
Right, so he's now on Olive Street again, back on Olive Street. He seems to be circling.
Another right turn, oncoming officer, kind of rendezvousing here as they try and get into position. More backup units kind of triangulating their way into this neighborhood. Again, he's doing extreme speeds at times, upwards of 50 to 60 miles per hour, flying over that speed bump as he makes his way up Walnut Street. And that primary unit still applying a lot of pressure, not pulling back whatsoever. But you mentioned it, Mark, narrow streets and extreme speeds for a pit maneuver. But certainly it appears that Baldwin Park being very aggressive here as they go right through this red light with them at speeds in excess of 50 miles per hour up Walnut Street.
And the last information we had is that this was a potential armed robbery suspect, certainly behaving like someone who's suspected of a crime by not giving up to police. Again, running through stop signs, running through red lights, going at high speeds through very narrow streets and residential areas, not giving up, not yielding to police. Again, this apparently originated in Baldwin Park. And so this pursuit now of this white pickup truck has been going on for about 10 minutes since we kind of got word of it, I believe.
Oh, spinning out of control. Fishtailing now face to face with Baldwin Park PD. There's the pit trying to look at him.
Hold on.
He's just spinning out of control.
Wow. I don't think he was doing donuts. I think he just lost control right there, bro. Let's see that again real quick. Because of his flat.
Now of this white pickup truck has
this.
been going on for about 10 minutes since we kind of got word of it.
He tried to make that turn and he lost control.
Spinning out of control. Fishtailing now face to face with Baldwin Park PD.
Trying to pit himself.
There's the pit trying to look at him. He's just spinning out of control on basically
on the rim.
One rear wheel on the rear rim, and at least one rear rim. Excuse me. But now he's basically driven out of it. He was able to regain control and drive out of that spin out, now going in the opposite direction of this Baldwin Park force, continuing up Ramona Parkway, Mark.
What are you doing still driving that way, you know, you're losing control, you're on a flat, like why, bro? Like why?
Move there, and you have to wonder how that tire became flat in the first place. Did they spike him at some point earlier on? What happened that tire is now flat? He is now spinning up sparks, or he was, as he was doing donuts in the intersection there, and now you've got 4, 5, 6,
he's going
7
slow now.
Park PD units in pursuit as the temperature of this chase has amped up dramatically after that wild move there. You got the impression when we first pulled up on this pursuit as he cut through that parking lot that this driver was aggressively trying to get away from these officers. You could tell by the speeds, and then after spinning out of control and being contacted by that primary unit who did bump him. He definitely collided with the vehicle and tried to spin him out of control. Well, it didn't work. He was able to regain control and drive right out of that spin out, and now making a right turn. All of these appear to be random turns off of Palm Avenue onto Philhurst now. Again, very narrow residential streets, very precarious to continue another pit maneuver attempt until he's in a little bit more of a wide open area, as you said.
This has got to be his
traveling
neighborhood.
A little bit slower. He's got to slow down before they can really give this another solid attempt. But they are right behind him.
Oh, he's slowing
down. Any room to play with.
He's not trying to lose control.
Yeah, and as we watch him go through here, let's on the left of your screen, or on the right rather, is the replay of what happened, what we just saw about 2 minutes ago, where he spun out there in that intersection, not once,
one cop
but
tried
twice,
to pit him in,
as you see there, and the sparks flying
didn't work
as he hit the gas, and amazingly was able to regain control of that pickup truck, that white pickup truck, and continue on his way. On the left of your screen is the live picture, which is now taking up the entire screen. If you're in this neighborhood, you're going to hear a lot of noise. You're going to hear sirens. You're going to hear helicopters flying overhead.
He drove by here
this is all as a warning. You're saying that. Go ahead, Chris. Do you have an update for us on who's taking part in this?
Yeah, so we've got CHP monitoring this pursuit. They're back there, but right now this is Baldwin Park PD with the assistance of the LA County Sheriff's Department helicopter who is flying overhead here. To your point, a lot of commotion in this neighborhood as he starts to form a little bit of a pattern here, doing circles in this neighborhood. You can see he was back on Olive, or back on Walnut at Olive. We were just here moments ago. He's done a full 180 around this neighborhood and has completely circled it. There he goes, driver's side door popping open, about to bail out of the vehicle, going for a run, trying to, oh yeah,
why did he break the mailbox? Why did he broke someone's mailbox. Let's see that. This was uncalled for.
Door popping open, about to bail out of the vehicle.
This is uncalled for. He just went and tackled the mailbox.
Run, trying to,
oh yeah, break this mailbox.
Truck keeps going, and now the foot pursuit continues up
the
Walnut
car
Street
running
in the back alley,
slow.
Just off of Walnut, chasing through some private property here,
it's over.
jumping fences, and there he goes.
Down he goes.
No, you're not going there, buddy. Got him straight. He always took his pants off, but he got him straight by the shorts.
Frazier.
There goes
Baldwin Park
Frazier.
PD
Hold
with
on,
the
let's see that
suspect
real quick.
going for a run, trying to
broke someone's mailbox for no reason.
And now
Slow
the
little
pursuit
sprint.
continues up Walnut Street.
Cop
in the
looking
back
like a
alley,
linebacker.
just off of Walnut, chasing through some private property here, jumping fences, and there he goes.
Boom.
Down
goes Frazier.
Down goes Frazier.
And Baldwin Park PD with the suspect in custody. You can see
Down
them
goes
tackling
Jose.
him in somebody's backyard. They've got to catch up with that vehicle, make sure there's nobody else inside that pickup truck. We're going to come around this house here and get a better view of the takedown here. But that pickup truck kept going as he popped the driver's side door open. The truck kept going. The driver went for a wicked run through this neighborhood.
Wicked run. You know what? He should get charged at extra charge for taking that mailbox out. Like that was messed up.
Eventually being taken down as he tried to climb.
They got the
that white
they got the
fence.
dog.
It's a case in point of what I was talking about 5 minutes ago. If you're in this neighborhood, this guy just foot bailed and ended up basically right in somebody's front yard. You want to make sure that your doors and windows are closed and locked because of exactly this. If he had managed to get into the backyard, he might have tried to get into the house and put everybody in there in danger. We've seen it happen before. But it appears in this case, the officer, who clearly is more fit and faster than the suspect, was able to chase him down, and actually two officers then joined in and body slammed him to the ground. They've got him up. They grabbed him just as he was as he was hopping that fence. He was at the top of the fence. They grabbed him basically by the belt buckle. Now, here's the pickup truck that they were pursuing. As you mentioned, Chris, it continued on. Right, go ahead.
It continued on, slammed into a tree, and it looks like it hit a parked car. It came very close to a parked car as Baldwin Park approaches the vehicle, flashlights shining in there, making sure there's nobody else inside that truck. Canine units clearing the vehicle as that pickup truck finally came to its rest up on the curb, hitting that tree there at Walnut and Benwood. The suspect in custody, one driver taken in here after a dramatic end to this wild chase, Mark.
All right, and you see the suspect being on the left, being brought to the police. Here's on the right what we just saw. Apparently it's trash day tomorrow there in this neighborhood. A lot of trash cans out on the street. For some reason he hit that
tree up.
Mailbox. Don't know why that was involved. But
linebacker cop.
You see the takedown here that's imminent. Right there. And down he goes.
All right, let's see what some of these comments are saying. Oh, that cop was moving. I didn't really realize the news anchors were experts on tactical driving skills. Sometimes. It's good to see a physically fit cop chase down the suspect. Yeah, he took initiative. Beautiful tackle. Linebacker tackle. Yeah, why aren't the drone pilots being used to stop this kind of immaturity? The technology is there. Why the delay? Bro, these police, they got defunded. They don't got drones like that. They're just going to do hours in jail. Nonsense. He comes in my house. He'll wish he had not. Yeah, well, I mean, it's California. You might get a manslaughter charge for that as well, buddy. Anyway, there's other chases that happen. They always happen here. Please like and subscribe. I'll be back with more. I'm out.